Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Have you ever wanted to stay poor and miserable despite your best efforts to succeed? Well, look no further because I have the ultimate solution for you, and it's called inversion thinking. Now, this concept was popularized by my personal hero, Mr. Charlie Munger, who gave a seminal talk on how to live a miserable life by solving problems in reverse. Instead of trying to solve problems the traditional way, what you do is you consider the potential negative outcomes, and then you work backwards towards identifying the steps that can be taken to avoid those outcomes. So, this process has been demonstrated to be effective in finding creative solutions and identifying potential threats. And don't worry, we've got you covered. We've used Charlie Munger's revolutionary process of inversion thinking to come up with 28 ways to stay poor. You know, the process where you think about all the ways to destroy your life, and then what you do is you do the exact opposite. Trust me, it's a game changer. And if you're worried about finding solutions, don't be. Our brains are much better at finding problems than solutions. So we've harnessed the innate ability to come up with these 28 ways to stay poor. And don't forget, stick around until the end of the presentation because we'll be reversing all these tips and giving you the ultimate guide on how not to be poor. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. So get out there and embrace your poverty, my friends. Just make sure to stay poor and miserable in the process. Sponsored by the World Economic Forum. Excuse me. So, with no further ado, we have the first one. If the first way to stay poor is start tomorrow. That's right, you heard me. No matter what it is that you want to do, whether it's losing weight, saving money, starting a business, or anything else, just put it off until tomorrow. After all, why not start today when you can procrastinate and start tomorrow instead? I mean, what's the rush, right? Just keep putting things off, and before you know it, you'll be stuck in the same old rut, wondering where all the time went. So don't delay, act now, my friends. Embrace the power of procrastination and start tomorrow. But wait, there's more. If you really want to maximize your potential for poverty and mediocrity, don't just stop at starting tomorrow. Take it a step further and start next week. What about next month or even next year? The longer you delay, the poorer and more miserable you'll be. And don't forget to make excuses where you're at. I'm too busy. I'm not ready. I need to wait for the perfect conditions. These are all excellent reasons to put things off and to stay poor. So don't let anyone tell you that you can't have it all. With a little bit of procrastination and excuse making, you too can achieve the ultimate goal of poverty and mediocrity. So get out there and make it happen, my friends. So again, here with number one, numero uno. Again, the best thing that you can do is not start tomorrow. Start today. Do whatever it is you would like to achieve. If you want to get those plane tickets, don't put it off until tomorrow because tomorrow those plane tickets could go up in price. If you want to, for instance, wash your car, you may not have an opportunity because your car may be sucked up by a tornado. So just by all means, start today. So number two, way to stay poor. Read lots of books and then do nothing about it. That's right. Instead of taking action and using the knowledge you've gained from reading, just keep on reading and pat yourself on the back for an impressive reading list. I mean, what's the point of reading all those books if you're not going to do about anything about them, right? And don't listen to those naysayers who tell you to just read one book and actually take action. After all, that's crazy talk. No, the key to poverty and being mediocre is to read as many books as possible and then do nothing about them. So get out there and start reading, my friends. Just don't forget to do nothing afterwards. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic here, guys. What you want to do is take a good book, read it, and then take action on it. Follow through. That's the best way to approach this. Number three, take advice from poor people on how to be rich. That's right. Don't bother seeking counsel from those who have already achieved financial success. No, no, no. Go straight to the people who are barely scraping by and ask them for their secret formulas on wealth. I mean, what could go wrong? After all, these poor folks have all the answers, right? They've got tons of experience being broke and struggling, so they must know all the secrets to financial success, right? And don't forget to listen to their judgment on your ideas. even if they have no practical experience or knowledge on the subject. After all, who cares if they're poor? They've got all the answers. So go out there and seek wisdom from the poor, my friends. Just make sure to stay poor and clueless in the process. Trust me, it is the surefire way to achieve financial failure. Number 4, numero uno, number 4. Pick a spouse who will make you feel guilty for working towards your dreams. That's right. Instead of choosing a partner who supports and encourages you, go for the one who will constantly nag and guilt trip you into giving up your goals. Because let's face it, nothing says true love like compromising your dreams and putting your happiness in someone else's hands. And by the way, if you do end up failing to achieve your dreams because of your guilt-tripping spouse, well, just make sure to blame yourself and feel resentful. That way, you'll be sure to stay poor and unhappy for the rest of your life. So get out there, go find that dream-crushing spouse, my friends. Just remember to give up on your own happiness and your power in the process. Of course, I mean exactly the opposite here. You want to be with somebody who is positive and encouraging and will help you with your career goals in mind. So number 5, listen up. If you want to stay poor forever, just follow this simple rule. As soon as you fail at something, give up and quit forever. That's right. Just one little hiccup and you should throw in the towel and declare yourself a failure. Because obviously, if you fail once, it means that success is not for you, right? Wrong. The truth is that failure is an integral part of the journey towards success. I have failed many times in my life and have come up on top. And it's because of those failures that you have a greater success when it does happen. It is through failure we learn to grow. So instead of seeing failure as a roadblock, see it as an opportunity to improve yourself and learn and do better next time. Just like the light bulb, it took I think it was 1,000 tries to get the tungsten filament just right. And so that was a success story. Remember, in the game of life, you either win or you learn. So don't let one failure hold you back. Get up, dust yourself off, and keep trucking towards your dreams. Number 6, my friends, it's a common mistake to think that the world is fair. So number 6 is imagine the world is completely fair. We often find ourselves complaining about things not being the way they should be, and we may feel that life is not treating us fair enough. But the truth is, the world is not fair. And it's important we teach our youth this concept that the world is definitely not fair. Life can be hard and challenging, and it is not uncommon to face obstacles and minor setbacks along the way. However, it's important to remember that these challenges can also be opportunities for growth and learning. So instead of dwelling on the feelings or the feelings of unfairness, let's say, let us embrace the challenges that come our way and let us use them as catalysts to become stronger and more resilient. Let's not let the perceived unfairness of the world hold us back from being successful, but rather let's use it as our motivation to forge our own path and to create our own destiny. You guys are all capable of this. You've seen it in others. You can do it for yourself. Okay? So light that torch and keep running with it. All right? Number 7, my friends, if you want to stay poor and unhappy, just follow these simple steps. Blame everything and anybody. Blame your circumstances and complain all the time. That's right. Just keep pointing your finger at the things you can't control and moan and groan about how unfair life is. It's a foolproof recipe for misery. But here's the thing. Instead of assuming that the world is unfair and letting it get you down, try flipping the script. What if you assumed that the world is fair and you acted accordingly? What if you stopped blaming your circumstances and actually took responsibility for your own life? Think about it. You guys are the ones who you are because of the things that you've gone through, not because of your circumstances. So remember, instead of blaming the world for your problems, embrace the challenges and use them as opportunities to grow and become the person you are meant to become the best version of yourself. Number 8, my friends, have you heard the saying, your mess is your message? Your mess is your message. I'm repeating that because it's important to learn here. It's a great way of looking at things, don't you think? I mean, after all, who wouldn't want this life of ease and comfort? But the truth is, your character is not built through ease and comfort. It is created through the many hard times and challenges. So if you want to have strong character, you've got to learn to embrace the mess and the hardships that come along the way. It's like the old saying, you can't have steel without heat and hammering. These things go hand in hand after all. And as for complaining, well, let's just accept the mess and move on. After all, there's no use in lamenting over the things that shape us and make us stronger. So let's embrace the mess, my friends. Let it make us stronger and more resilient than the people we were meant to be. So again, what that one is saying, that be in your ease and comfort zone. Stay in your comfort zone, in other words. Do not stay in your comfort zone. We want to do the opposite, okay? Number 9. My dear friends, don't fall into the trap of expecting the government or others to save you. Okay, so that is number 9, expecting the government or others to save you. This is a surefire way to stay poor and unfulfilled. No one is going to solve your problems except for you and only you. Too many people spend their entire lives waiting around for someone else to come to their rescue, and as a result, they remain stuck in poverty. But I have good news for you. You all have the power to change your circumstances. You have the strength and determination to take control of your own life. So don't wait around for someone else to save you. Take charge and make your own destiny. The road to prosperity and fulfillment is within you. Believe in yourself, stay confident, and you can achieve anything. And let's get out there and make it happen. Number 10. So the path to true prosperity lies within. Too many people make the mistake of valuing the opinions of others over their own. So that is number 10, way to stay poor. Value the opinions of others over your own. As a result, you're going to stay poor, but let me tell you, true success comes from within. Each and every one of us has the power to decide for ourselves whether we are successful or not. Success is a process, not an outcome. It's not about how much money we have or what kind of car we drive. It's none of that. It's about living in alignment with our values and goals, no matter what our external circumstances might be. So don't fall into the trap of when-then fallacy, where you're always waiting for some future achievement just to be successful. That plaque on the wall or whatever, the deer, the deer on the head on the wall or whatever trophy you're trying to achieve. Recognize and appreciate your own progress and accomplishments in the present moment. Trust your judgment. Don't let the opinions of others hamper you or hold you back. If you follow these principles, you can cultivate true prosperity and independence. Let's get out there and make it happen. Number 11, the way to stay poor. If you want to stay poor, just keep running from any form of discomfort. Whether it's taking risks, trying anything new, learning something new, like playing the guitar or something like that, just avoid it at all costs. I mean, who wants to put themselves in a position where they might not succeed or where they might feel a little uncomfortable? It is much easier just to stay in your comfort zone and never challenge yourself. But here's the thing, discomfort is a normal part of growth and success. The feeling of discomfort is often just our own self-imposed judgment of not being good at something we've never done before. So why do we avoid it? It's kind of insane when you think about it. It's no wonder humans are a little crazy. We avoid the very thing that could help us grow and succeed. If you want to stay poor and unhappy, just keep avoiding discomfort and you'll never achieve your goals in life. Number 12, if you want to stay poor this way, number 12, just tolerate mediocrity from yourself and others. Here's the thing, as you grow, whether it's in a small business or at your workplace, you're always looking to progress. If you allow mediocrity to thrive, it will only get worse over time. The key to success is to hold yourself and others to a higher standard of excellence. Hold yourself accountable. The best leaders and CEOs are known for setting high standards. Just look at, the CEO of Tesla. Okay. He wouldn't be where he is today if he didn't have high standards. So you want to inspire others by setting an example, and you can inspire these people to be somewhat the same. If you want to stay poor, just keep tolerating the mediocrity. It's a guaranteed way to never reach your full potential. Number 13, we're almost done here. We're going to get about halfway through to number 14. So the number 13, if you want to stay poor, just make a bunch of promises to yourself and others and then break every single one of them. Not only will that ruin your reputation with others, but you also lose respect for yourself. Sure, it may be hard to earn the self-respect, but it's easy to lose it by constantly failing to follow through on your own promises. Don't worry, though, if you still have plenty of time to regret your decisions while you're sitting on the couch eating ramen noodles and wondering where it all went wrong, where it all went down the tubes, just remember, if you want to stay poor, keeping your word to yourself is optional, but highly discouraged. And of course, I mean the exact opposite here. You want to make sure that you keep your word to yourself and others. Number 14, the 14th way to stay poor. Wait for everything to be perfectly aligned in order to be successful. The secret sauce here is that there will never be a perfect condition. In fact, if you need perfect conditions to be successful, the moment those conditions change, you will no longer be successful. It is better to start when the conditions are at their very worst because they will only get better from there. You can finally see the forest through the trees. And if you can achieve success in difficult times, you will remain successful even when things get really bad again, because you have learned on how to succeed in any situation. So don't wait. Don't wait for the perfect time. Do it now. Do it now. My Arnold voice isn't that great, but I try. Don't wait for the stars to align for everything to just be right there, just to everything be right there to achieve your goals. Let's face it, the universe is a chaotic mess, and it's never going to give you the perfect circumstances. Might as well just go for it and hope for the best, because the worst case scenario is you end up in the same spot you started in. But hey, at least you gave it a shot and you can say you tried, unlike those poor saps who are still waiting for the perfect moment to strike. So anyway, that's my 2 cents, folks. And thank you again for watching. I hope you have a great night, and God bless. Be sure to catch part 2.